Yo, Graphk and Stu show, y'all. You in for a good one, man. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome, like we always say, to the latest installment of the Graphk and Stu show. Got my big bro in the building. We're going to talk a little bit about this Devonte stuff, you guys, but our brother Stu has several notes that he wants to go over in terms of that Raiders Steelers game. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the future of our Raiders and how we can fix this thing. Who is going to be at the rescue of our Las Vegas Raiders? But until we do that, salute to my big bro. How you feeling, man?
I'm doing good, man. It's been last week was a long week. We're actually moving, so we were doing stuff with our new house. We had to go to Indianapolis. My son's birthday was on Wednesday. Alex turns. Hey, what up, Wasted?
He said, "F out of here, Stu." He told me to tell you F you over the phone before we went live.
Did you tell him I might have a little some of this?
Yes, I did. And that's why he said, tell him I said F him.
My son's birthday was Wednesday. And then we had that. He turned 7, Alex. And then Friday we went up to Grand Rapids, where Grand Valley State University is, where my nephew plays.
Home sweet home, Michigan.
Yep. So we went up there for the weekend. My best friend, Steve Meyer, his son, Sebastian, actually Seabass, his son's name Seabass, had his 4th birthday party, and it was at one of them trampoline.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that before?
Oh, I have, bro. And that's why I probably have 3 herniated discs and a bulging disc.
I'm telling you, like,
it's fun though.
It was one of the best workouts I've ever done in my life. It was like wrenched. Seriously. Then we went to my nephew's game. They won. We came back Sunday, and then I've been breaking down this game for about probably 10 hours. Not just the game. And today I'm gonna try something different today. I am gonna be I'm not gonna be very serious, but no swearing today.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right. So let me do the fuckity fucks for you.
Okay.
Cool.
That's fine.
Now,
okay.
Before we get into
when referring to Brock, I will say cock though. So
you definitely do call him Cock Bowers.
Cock Bowers. Okay. So
facts. Real quick. Salute to Brock Bowers, man. Speaking of Cock Bowers, Stu, I appreciate how you rep the nation. So salute to our guy, Brock Bowers in the building. So this show right here, you guys, once again, we're going to talk about all the hot things, all the hot topics. Cooper was just traded to Buffalo for a 3rd round pick. Interesting. We talked a little bit behind the scenes about that.
That's crazy.
We're going to go over the whole Devonte stuff briefly. I did a 2-hour show this morning about, I don't want to talk about it too much more, but I know you have some thoughts on that as well. But we're going to start here with this 40 to 50 pages of notes, because Stu has some interesting notes in terms of how our Raiders looked against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I have to say this, there's a few content creators that are not going to be named. I have a feeling I know who they are. But he's going to talk about, some of the videos that he's seen that are floating around the nation. And he's going to give his take on them. And we're going to play the guessing game, you guys. We're going to see if I can guess the content creator when Stu is going over his notes.
It's like, what's that thing where it's like your life or whatever, and they have the voices come up behind you?
Yeah.
So again, I want to, first of all, this was actually, again, I don't know if there's a sixth sense, or I always use the joke, I have ESPN, right? But I went to Myers when I came back. Now, it's a department store, and I went and got I got my pens. I got my highlighter. I got my tabs, right? I got my new notebook. Look at this thing, dude. See that? I have everything. So I can, sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't did it. I got it all. And this was the perfect time to do it. Now,
the irony that is black and yellow.
What's that?
The irony that it's black and then the notes are yellow.
I mean, I picked the yellow just to know it's
Steelers week though. I just find that kind of funny, but yeah.
So, there was pink and blue and green, and I'll try to coordinate that with.
Hey, real quick, before you go into your notes, I want to ask you real quick. So, I'm going to ask a few names real quick, and then that'll get kind of the show stirring in terms of what you thought. How did you feel about Aiden O'Connell?
Hold on. Before you get there, though, okay. I just want to make this PSA, public service announcement. I've made it very clear that I do my due diligence, and I do my research.
Yes.
And there are times within 48 to 52 hours where I instead of me trying to lay in bed and sleep, I'd rather get up, while my kids are asleep, my wife's asleep. I know the house is good. It's kind of my time to research. And I go through and I research all of the things that people say about the Raiders. And when I say people say about the Raiders, whether that's national media, whether that's creators, I like to see get a pulse on what people are saying. And I have to admit, I was pretty disappointed about some of the comments, some of the attitude, some of the slander. And here's the thing, guys and gals. I want to make sure that if you are going to get angry, let's direct it towards the things that you should be getting angry about.
Okay. Agreed.
And again, I love coming on here because I see it from a different perspective, right? And I understand where fans are coming from. But here's the thing, and I take this very seriously, and I know you do as well, Graphk.
Yes.
As a content, you have a lot of people that you influence. People come to you to understand what's going on and to formulate their opinions, right? And there's a responsibility that comes with that.
Yes.
That you need to make sure that you're giving them the best information that you can give them. And that's one reason, you and Wasted are guys that I like to talk to, because you guys do your due diligence, you do your research, and you have facts behind why you say things, right? And I just want to make sure that people know that when you're going to come on here and you have 17,000 followers or 55,000 followers or 100,000 and people are watching, there's a certain responsibility that comes with that. So just fact check, just do a little research. Okay. And that's one thing. And I'll say this, I have the privilege of, I'm officially retired because I am on disability. So I don't know if that's, it goes both ways, but I do have time to sit for 10 hours and watch what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
And what content creators are saying and what AP is saying and what the media is saying. And I go through and I take what I'm hearing and then I just go and I just research it. That's it. There's not like a scientific thing. It's very easy to fact check. And I just encourage people just to fact check, because I know this, every time I go on here, I'm expecting people to go, okay, what'd he say? Let me see if what he's saying is true.
Okay.
So I kind of want to get that out there, but
okay.
I want to say this, my opinion of the game is going to be absolutely completely opposite of what I saw with the 9 or 10 creators that I.
Okay. Well, also, Stu, you've played the game your entire life. You know what you're looking at, right? Yes. Like from the inside and out. Like now, as a creator, you can look at it and understand our thought process behind it as well. Absolutely. But you can also dive into it as a player, former player, and say, I've been there. I know what I'm looking at.
And that's why today I kind of want to take things. I was actually, if I had time, I was like, I'm going to get like a button up and a tie and comb my hair. And I want to be, I want people, because, we have fun on here. Right. And I joke around and different things. And I think sometimes people don't take me as serious. So I wanted to be very serious today.
Okay? I knew it was lit. When you called me this morning the tone in your voice. I've known Stu for years now.
It's about 5:30 a.m. your time, I think.
Yes, this is a very close friend of mine. I consider him family and a brother. I know when Stu is about to get in his bag. So we said, you know what? We have to do this second show. I was going to cancel this second show. I said, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I kind of spoke my truth.
I'm glad that you came on, because I was waiting, because I was going to go on regardless, but I wanted to come on here, obviously address as many people as not address as many people, but just get information out as much as I can. And again, I don't want anyone to sit up here and think that I'm telling you what to think. Okay. Mm-hmm. I love people's differing opinions.
Definitely.
Right? I love it. I love hearing other people's, because I learn a lot from you guys, and I learn a lot from you, and I learn a lot from the content creators on things, different perspectives. And this is just my perspective, but there are some content creators and some people that are so-called, I am the biggest fan and I love this, but then the next sentence does not correlate with what they're really saying. And I get it. People are emotional. I understand it. And and there's also some players.
Yes. Oh, no, you know what? Look, real quick. Salute to Brock Bowers putting all the other supers in. We appreciate you, brother. Yes. Stu's but we're going to start here, Stu. We're going to start right here.
Hey, Hawk, you got nothing to worry about, buddy. Trust you.
Hawk Bowers has nothing to worry about. But this is where we're going to start, because this is one of the most highlighted parts of the conversation that we had over the phone. Okay. So, Ten Commandments, Stu, what did you think of Diablo's post in comments? Also, if you haven't seen it, please check it out. So we did, but also Stu has a difference of opinion in terms of Divine Diablo showing this week, right? Because we've all been hard on Divine Diablo. We assumed, he had a good game out there. 2 tackles for a loss. He had a sack, 6 total tackles, 3 solo. He would have had a pick if that 15-yard penalty didn't, wasn't called on Matthew Butler. But we're going to start here, okay? Stu, find those notes, because he has a difference of opinion on Divine and Robert Spillane. We're going to start the linebacker position as a whole.
Yes, please. Okay. And I want to address something that you said, right? You said we all assumed, right? What's the first thing you don't want to do, right?
Assume.
Never want to assume, right? Mm-hmm. So, but let me just, we will get, I want to just get this thing as general as I can. And people are talking about the worst game, and we don't have, and we have guys who are undisciplined and guys that aren't playing. And I, as a Raiders fan, and that is completely not true. First of all, we are last year, we finished as the least penalized team in the NFL. Mm-hmm. And as of right now, we're the 8th least penalized team in the NFL. Mm-hmm. And so when you talk about disciplined, we are a very disciplined team. Unfortunately, the penalties that occurred
come at bad times.
Were catastrophic.
Yes.
Were catastrophic penalties. Now, mm-hmm. I want to go saying that this game was terrible, right? I just want to go over the team stats. And you tell me, actually, I'm going to go over this. And all right, Pittsburgh, let me say this. Okay. Raiders total yards, 275. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Pittsburgh, 293.
Mm-hmm.
Passing yards, Raiders, 218.
Yep.
Pittsburgh, 110.
Mm-hmm. Passing yards was 227, I thought. I thought Aiden threw.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm getting this off of maybe Yahoo.
Yeah, he threw for 227. But you're right there, though. You're right there.
Rushing yards, 57, Raiders.
Nasty work. Mm-hmm.
183.
Yep. Yep.
And the 2 guys we talked about contribute to those 183, and I'll get through that. I'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yards per play, Pittsburgh, 4.7. Raiders, 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first downs, Pittsburgh 18, Raiders 16.
Yep.
Third down, Pittsburgh 30%, 4 of 13. Our third down, not so good, but because we were put in first and longs.
Yep.
2 of 11, 18%. Total plays, Pittsburgh 62, us 60.
Mm-hmm.
They had 3 punts, we had 4. They had 7 penalties for 50 yards. We had 4 for 42, but actually that's about probably 150 yards when you include all the other stuff that goes along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the only difference. Fumbles, 0, us 2. Interceptions, 0, us 1.
Yep.
Time of possession, Pittsburgh 31 minutes, Raiders 28 minutes.
But when you look at this isn't a 32-13 game.
Oh,
yeah.
That's the thing. I am not upset with this game. When I sat and I watched it, and when it does upset me a little bit because I thought everyone played their butts off. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go over, and again, here's the thing that nobody talks about. Do you realize how many guys that we did not have playing?
Oh, yeah. I talked about that this morning.
I mean, wait till I go over the lineup of when they did score touch. You're not going to know who these guys are.
Yeah.
You're literally not going to know who these guys
are. We were down
are.
to like Lalu, like there was a bunch of no-name guys.
More offensively.
Well, okay. Yeah. Look at Alex Bachman.
I want to say this, and I want to say this very seriously. People have got to stop using, we scored some touchdowns in garbage time.
See, I know you hate that. I'm just
going to tell you, in the fourth quarter, they had all of their DBs in.
Mm-hmm.
They had Watts in the game.
Yeah. Wow.
When there was 8 minutes ago, Aiden O'Connell went, I think, 7 of 9 for 70 yards. Throws it to Whitaker. I think it's Whitaker.
Whitaker.
Or hold on. Forgive me.
It has to be. Christian
Wilkinson. Yeah. Right on a fourth down for a touchdown. And but that's just garbage time. Yeah. I don't understand where this comes from, and it's been said the last 3 weeks. And guys, I don't know. Go tell Watts that, hey, you don't think that he was in there trying to play? You don't think that?
Why is
that? And I'll go over that. But anyways, let's stop saying that. I mean, that's stops. Do I disagree? Okay, that's fine, Sid. All right. All right. Now let's just go over. Let's just look over Field stats and let's look over Aiden O'Connell stats.
Okay, let's get it.
Fields, 14 of 24 for 58%. 145 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Not a great sack 3 times for a loss of 35 yards.
Sacked 3 times. O'Connell, 27 of 40 for 68%, 227 yards, 1 touchdown. The interception was bull crap. The one interception was bull. Okay. It was bull. All right. And again, guys and gals, it could be any quarterback out there. Okay. Look at, I'm talking about the offensive coordinators and the bad play calling and things. Look at who we have out there that he's playing with. And I'll go over it, but here we go. So here we go. Okay. And actually, speaking of, who I wish, if we were going to make a trade, we talked about Pittsburgh. Man, I wish we would have got Najee Harris. I like that guy.
People keep saying I'm crazy and that he's a bust and he's not this and that. Look, man, Najee is
Pittsburgh doesn't use him right.
Yeah, bro. Look, they used him against us right.
Really,
he ran over every. Did you see what he did to Jack Jones too?
No, but listen, that wasn't Jack Jones. I'm telling you this right now.
He shook him out his boots.
Jack Jones should walk up to Diablo and Spillane and kick him square in the NUTS because those guys left those guys out to dry. And I'll go through the whole thing. If anyone here has YouTube television, I have the play number. You can go right to it and you can look and disagree with me. But I don't know how you could. Now,
I definitely want to hear that.
So,
and salute to the 1,200 people in the building. We appreciate you guys as always. Wipe them feet, man. Hit like on both sides, whether you're on Stu's channel, my channel, Twitter. We appreciate every single one of you guys for being here.
Now, Fields, 11 rushes for 59 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, right? No, what? How did Fields rush on you guys? Fields didn't do anything, guys. And here's the deal. If it wasn't for Diablo, Fields, so listen, Fields was 11 rushes, 59 yards, 2 touchdowns, and rushed for 1 for 20 yards. If it wasn't for Diablo alone, he would have had 7 rushes for 19 yards, 0 touchdowns.
Ooh.
Rushing wise, they had 183. If it wasn't for Spillane and Diablo, they would have had 92 yards rushing and 0 touchdowns. Those 2 guys, I like Spillane, but I don't know if him playing against Pittsburgh or maybe him. Here's the other thing I want to be very clear about. Any guy can come in under the radar and play well, but when you're expected to be the guy every game, that can wear on some people. And Spillane cracked. I mean, I saw it right away, and I made a note. I go,
Okay, hold on. Explain Your thought process behind Divine Diablo and Robert Spillane shitting the bed.
I want to say this too. And Wasted, love you, buddy.
Wasted, this is your portion of the show, motherfucker.
I wasn't gonna name names, but because I'm sitting here and I'm going over like, guys that I thought played well, and guys I'm like, Diablo was on top of my list, and I heard Wasted and East Coast Raider going,
East Coast Gridiron. He's not a Raider.
Sorry, East Coast Gridiron, which I agreed with a lot of the stuff both those guys said. I liked what East Coast Gridiron had to say.
Yeah.
But when Spillane came up, I'm like, when Diablo came up, I'm going, what? Like it was like
well, I said it to you too, Stu, and you said, wait, Graphk, what the fuck are you talking about? On the phone. This is why we're doing this show. Because I thought that Divine had a great showing. So I needed to understand your thought process behind why he didn't. Outside of the press conference thing, because I know you hated that. The media thing as well, Stu.
Yep.
But you're not allowing that to formulate your opinion on his game tape, though, right?
No, my opinion, that everything I'm saying was set before I saw anyone's opinion or talked to any of you guys.
Cool.
Now, again, when you bring attention to yourself, let me go and let me check these facts. Similar to, who's the idiot receiver from Clemson that played for Atlanta? What's his name? He played at Clemson, played for the Atlanta Falcons. Roddy.
Roddy White?
Oh, yeah, that idiot, right?
Well, he's supposed to come on the show here soon, but that's not going to happen.
When he says that the reason Clemson's not good is because they have too many guys and only one black guy on offense doing everything. It took me 30 seconds. I went, well, let me just see if that. I went and looked. Six black guys on offense out of 11. And out of 11 defensive players, 10 of them were black. So first of all, you're not even correct. So just what I'm saying about this is when you say something, just take a look. Just go and just
make sure you have facts behind what you're saying.
Or just like, he played. Because when I saw all I'm saying is in my head, I'm going, he played terrible. But then I hear Wasted go, well, he pid good. So I'm like, well, Wasted knows what he's talking about. So let me take a look. So that's when I did a deep dive on Diablo. Okay, guys. Here we go. 1st and 10, very first play. 14 minutes, 15 seconds in the first quarter. Najee Harris drags Diablo 9 yards. 9 yards. That's the other thing. We are tackling way too high.
Yes,
way too high.
We're literally the worst tackling team in the NFL right now.
Well, that was the stat, and Pittsburgh was actually the best.
We came into the game with 56 missed tackles.
Ranking, and then Pittsburgh was like 32 or something like that. So now I will say this: Palmau, stud. Palmau, stud.
Yes,
gets no recognition. No one even says his name. Okay, Hobbs, stud. Okay.
Hey, real quick, seven total tackles for Palomar, 3 solo yesterday. He was all over the place.
All over the place. And actually, I don't even know if those are correct. Hobbs, stud. Okay. Moreg played really well. I like what they did with Moreg. Bringing him down, he timed up some blitzes, some great TFLs.
3 tackles for a loss yesterday, 10 solo tackles. 8 solo tackles, 10 total. He did have a great game yesterday.
Great TFLs. Okay. 0.
Oh, yeah, Jacorian Bennett.
Great pass breakup. Great. Yep. And then again, you talk about Jack Johnson. He got left out to dry by Jack Jones, sorry. He got left out to dry by his linebacker, right? So there were some guys that played really well. All right.
Hold on. Explain what you've seen right there, Stu, because I don't want to just skim through that part. Left high and dry by Divine Diablo and Spillane. What did you see on that specific play where he got juked out his boots?
So let me back up a little bit and let me set the tone here. So again, when you bring attention to yourself, I go a little like bell goes off in my head and goes, let me just check that, right? So I'm hearing this thing about, and I'm listening to Wasted and East Coast Gridiron, and they're talking about Diablo with the media. And I'm thinking Diablo shouldn't even be saying anything to the media.
No, not at
all. Why would the media even want to talk to Diablo?
Yeah.
He's been, and after today, And then listening to his interview, I can already tell I wouldn't like to be in the same room as the guy just by his voice tone and mannerisms and his beard. Okay. Your beard's weird, dude.
8 Mile pun.
So they're going, and then them saying, do you think he was talking about Crosby? Are you
I heard a lot of people saying that too. Yeah.
Are you out of your mind?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, Crosby is,
miles ahead.
Has he had sometimes where he does jump? I went and looked. Absolutely not. 49 and 44. Terrible.
And you're talking about
Snowden had the one. I think 44.
You're talking about Snowden, you're talking about chasing.
Both of them. Terrible. Talk about edge-wise.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And that's what I think that's what Stu's talking to right now, Commandments, is containment and all that good.
And the reason I bring that up is because Diablo talked about, and here, let me just go
in the edge and so on and so forth.
Let me just go over what Diablo, and this is why when you bring attention to yourself, you better, again, right? People in glass houses, right? Don't throw stone. Is that the right term?
Yep.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Don't bring attention to yourself if you haven't played just lights out, right?
I want to hear your thought process on chasing at some point too, because I thought he had a pretty good game.
Oh, don't trust me. I will.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Divine Diablo post game. He says, "Stop beating ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Penalties, turnovers, and to finish strong." He said that's what we're struggling with. Penalties, not so much. Again, it's just the penalties that we had were just, again, catastrophic.
Yes.
Turnovers, yes. What are we, -9 now, I think, or something like that?
Nasty. And we're at the bottom of the league in takeaways as well defensively.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty. And I'm telling you, our defense did. I think we played really well. I thought we did.
Okay.
Finish strong. There were guys out there playing, guys. We had 2 rookies on the offensive line, 2 guys on offense that were signed from the practice squad this week.
We had who was it? Jordan Meredith was out there. We had you talking about JPJ and Glaze as the 2
81.
You're talking about Alex Bachman.
Yeah.
Yes,
and then 83. You know who scored?
And Christian Wilkerson. Yeah, but once again, Jordan Meredith was a guy that was off and on of our practice squad. He got a lot of burn yesterday on that O-line. He looked good too.
Which one was it? Which
Jordan Meredith. Jordan Meredith. You probably didn't hear his name too much because but he's a guy that's been kind of on and off our practice squad these past few seasons, and he's a solid Swiss Army knife across the O-line. He can play across the O-line.
And then again, listen, I do like number 8 from Nebraska. I like him.
Yeah, man.
But still, he's not a starting running back.
He's not. He's what, 33 years old, somewhere around there. Like he's in his 30s.
He was feeling the juice. He was feeling himself. I mean, he was.
But I got to ask you this, Stu. What was that call right there? You're at the half-yard mark. All you need is a half a yard. It's 1st and 10 or 1st and goal, and you go in a shotgun formation and have Amir Abdullah run the football. When Alexander Madison has been your goal line bell cow all year long.
I'll say this. I you know what? It's funny you bring that up because I was just talking to my 2 brothers this weekend up in Grand Rapids, and I don't understand it. I don't get it. You're starting 6 yards. I mean, you got to go 6 yards to get.
I would have rather had Aiden just push tush if you had to. What's Aiden? 6'3", 6'4", somewhere? Yeah. Like, bro, just push him in.
Go. So
give Brock Bowers the ball. Line him up H-back.
I will never understand those short yardages when teams go shotgun. I think it's the most idiotic thing ever. Okay, so let's go back to the Divine's comments, and then we'll get into the plays. We need to make calls to the D line, and we didn't. So that again is Diablo and Spillane. We need to. They're our linebackers, right? And there were plays where I saw Crosby looking back at Spillane like, and I'm not exactly sure what the calls are or what if the linebacker is saying, hey, you take C, I got B, or you take B, I got C, whatever. But they weren't getting it done, so that's on him. Okay. He says, let me ask you something. Because of them struggling, and you know who our linebackers coach is, right? It's Mike Caldwell.
Do you think potentially that shove to Robert Spillane, or that shove to him? Did you see Maxx shove Mike Caldwell on the sideline? Maxx came out and said it was a friendly shove. It was like a friendly shove.
I saw, I heard about other people talking about it. I didn't actually see it.
Okay, he pushed him. Caldwell looked a little lost. I don't know, but Maxx did come out and state it was a friendly shove. He loves him, but maybe that could have played into the linebacker struggling per se. What you're saying? I don't know.
I'm just getting to this. Here's the thing. I mean, Diablo threw the D-line under the bus.
He did. Mm-hmm.
And I just cannot believe where he thinks anywhere in his world that he has the right to even open up his mouth.
Yeah.
I don't get it. He's never been good for us. No. And especially after this contest, when I go through, and we're going to do it. I'm going to go through each of these plays. Okay. And again, you guys can watch it. He contributed to everything that was wrong about that game defensively. I'm just telling you. And Spillane was not it was like Spillane was like, he wasn't even there. It was like a shell of himself.
Yeah.
I don't know if Pittsburgh coming back. I mean, he was terrified. He wanted nothing to do. He wanted nothing to do with hitting anybody. Bad angles.
Okay, so devil's advocate here, Stu. 8 tackles, 5 solo, a pass defense. How did he have a bad game?
Like I said, I have every play. I don't.
Okay, no, I'm excited about it. I'm just playing devil's advocate here because I know.
And again, let me say this. That is the problem with the NFL and probably every professional sport. Perception is reality, right? Numbers can be skewed in any way you want to do it
at all times.
So if you're looking at that game, and again, it's I'm not knocking anybody. If you're just looking at the stat, you're like, oh, Diablo played good. Spillane played good.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't be farther. But again, I'm able to see that, right? So it's a little bit different.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
That's crazy to me. And then for people to question Jack Jones and some of the offense and play calling and stuff, it's like, guys, that's not the problem. It's really not. So anyway, then Diablo.
Let's go. This is what I've been waiting for. I want to see what you have on Divine Diablo.
I just want to finish his comment, though.
Salute the Skydelic, too. Appreciate you, brother.
Make sure we are. Then he talked about Fields. How did Fields? What was your plan against Fields? Make sure we are aware of him, and the D-line is aware of him. Guys, gals, I say this. We for whatever reason, the new generation or what it is, we tend to blame everybody but the players. Hold these guys accountable. 75% of every win and loss goes to the players. The other 25% is fans, coaches, management, referees, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys, hold those guys accountable. And then here we go. Stop the run game. Okay, that's a great question. Here's what Here's what he said. We need to stop the what's gonna get our defense to where we need it. He says we need to stop the run.
Almost 200 yards on the ground for Pittsburgh.
The guy says, well, how do you do that? I feel, he said, assignments. I feel like some guys are doing their own thing. Got to make sure you do your job so the linebackers can do their job and safeties can do their job.
So he threw the entire defensive line under the bus. Mm-hmm.
I mean, and here's the deal. Even if you're Kirk Morrison or Thomas Howard, God rest his soul, these guys that
they were allowed to speak like that. Yeah.
There's no way. And then I'm going, I definitely need to take a note. Because I'm going, I thought he played terrible, but maybe I hear wasted, and then I hear some of these other content creators. Then I even hear the media talking about, it was great.
AP said Divine had a great game.
Mm-hmm. It was great to see him flying around out there. I'm going,
yeah.
So I went back for another 2 hours and watched him specifically. But I'm sitting here going, when Wasted said that he said something about the D, I'm going, why is he even saying anything? He's got no credibility. Yeah. He's got no juice. I don't even know why the media is even talking to him. Yeah. So that is when you point your finger, right, you got 3 pointing back at you. You better make sure that your lawn is kept up nice and tight, right? Grass is good, right? Got the leaves off there, no grubs. Before you start talking about your neighbor's lawn. Right? So here we go. Again, first play, Najee Harris drives him 9 yards. He's down on the line of scrimmage, comes over. All he has to do is just chop his legs out. He's done. Yeah. He goes for a ride. Boom. Yep. There's a play. Spillane, and on that play, Spillane complete. That was the first. I'm going, oh, that's not like Spillane. Let me make a little mental note of that and see if he's in a funk, which obviously he was.
Okay.
Play number 2, 1st and 10, 12 minutes in the first. Diablo has the edge. Gets blocked. He talks about holding the edge. Gets blocked by a wide receiver.
Talk that shit, Stu. Talk.
Blocked by a wide receiver. Thankfully, Morag made a great read and tackle for a TFL.
Yep.
He got blocked by a wide receiver.
Yep.
Right? Third play, 2nd and 12. First quarter, 11:30 to go. Diablo, nice tackle on the screen to number 30, TFL. Okay.
Yep.
You could have made a tackle. I mean, the guy.
Jalen Warren.
But, hey, made a play, right? Made a play.
Hey, that's all you can ask for.
Yep. Made the play. Play number 10. Again, if you're following along on YouTube TV or whatever, play number 10. And it's like, the highlights. 2nd and 10, 1 minute, 3 seconds to go. Diablo took 5 seconds to recognize QB run. And even after he recognized it, he still gets wider and keeps going. So here we go. Fields runs for 14 yards. And I want to say it was either Morag or Hobbs. One of the DBs comes up and he has to slide. But
I think it was Merrick.
Okay, right? Diablo is coming out here. He sees that it's run. As he's looking at the quarterback, his body's still going this way. And Fields is running right down the middle of the field, and he wanted nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. Okay? All right.
Come on. Talk that shit, Stu.
Yeah. Then jogs to play. Play 11. Next play. 1st and 10. 13 minutes to go in the second quarter. Diablo run away. Okay, so run away. So we have 2 linebackers. Okay, let's say this right here is the center.
Hey, real quick, Stu. Big Mike said scan those notes to him. He wants to do a film breakdown on this.
Okay. I actually take my video camera and set it up and film my TV. And then I was trying to upload it, but I couldn't do it because I
Hey, Mike, here's a better idea. Why don't you and Stu break that film down together?
Yeah.
Make it easier. I think that'd be great.
Just don't go ahead, Stu. On my couch. All right. Okay, here you go. So here we go. Let's say this is the center, right? Here we have Diablo. Diablo. That's Spillane. Okay. If run is this way to Spillane, that means that Diablo's the cutback, right? So here we go. Spillane's coming down. He shouldn't cross the center.
Okay.
We don't need him over there. We have enough guys over there. It's called slow play. Well, he not only comes over here, gets blocked, gets off the block, and then here's what I put. Diablo run away. You are cut back. Diablo got too far to the field to allow Harris to cut back, then absolutely truck him and run for another 10 yards after the truck. Has to rebuckle his chin strap on the ground and stays on the ground. Yeah. Does not try to. There were plays where I got, but I'm getting up as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Not Diablo. He's worried about what the defensive line's doing in their gap responsibility. And guys, here we go. Play 13, 3rd and 12, 8 minutes to go. Oh, this is 44. What's his name?
Chasen.
And again, Diablo's talking about the edge. Maybe he's talking about lost the edge by jumping inside. Fields run. Okay.
Is this the touchdown?
If 44 stays outside. No. This is the 3rd and 12.
Okay, got you.
This is the 3rd and 12.
The one that they converted on. That was nasty.
The one they converted on, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
For whatever reason, 44, who's outside. There's only a corner out there, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Right? Because the other guy came across. It was a boot.
Mm-hmm.
And he jumps inside like this. If he just rushes outside, Butler number 69 has a sack.
Attaboy.
Instead, it's 3rd and 12. He gets out and he throws it. It's a first down. Keeps the drive going. We sacked him for a loss of probably 5 yards. It's 4th and at that point, 4th and 16 on like the 3-yard line.
Yeah.
That play alone right there. Just by him. Why are you going in there? Why are you going in there? Don't go in there. And one of the content creators, okay, talked about the offensive coordinator and why are we running? I'll get to it later.
I already know who that is by you saying that. But
let me focus on Diablo.
Okay, we'll hold off on that one.
Okay. Again, if 44 just stays out, just rush outside where you're supposed to rush.
Yeah.
It's a sack. It is a sack. Dead play. We punt it and we have great field position.
Mm-hmm.
Totally different ball game.
Okay.
Totally different ball game. Play 14. Oh. 2nd and 14. 6 minutes to go. Diablo, I put it right here. Diablo and Spillane, and I put it here, terrible. You can't really see it, but on top it says terrible. Are killing on this play, they're Willie Brown in it.
They're just killing grass.
Killing grass. And this was killing grass. This was and I don't know if you guys heard it or not. This was the empty check when they ran the QB draw.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the deal. This goes back to football 101. 2nd and long, get back on track, draw screen. I encourage everybody, go back and listen to that play. You can hear, I think I might have recorded it. You can hear, what's the play? Draw. Like someone said it. And first of all, it's empty on 3rd and 12.
Yeah. We're
playing cover 2. Spillane and Diablo go like if this is
center.
Mm-hmm. They go like this. And again, they're clearly seeing Fields go like this.
And just tuck and run.
And they just kept going.
Yeah.
Just kept going. I mean, there was another big 3rd down.
What was Graham? Was that a Graham special or was that just on the linebackers? What are they seeing there, Stu? What are they? What if we're here to try and make an excuse for these guys? What do they see there? Like what was that?
Guys, I have no idea. I don't know what they're looking at.
Okay,
I'm telling you, it was like Spillane was terrified of Fields or something. Like he wanted no juice, none. I mean, literally, just I wish we could watch it. Like,
yeah, I know.
My notes and enthusiasm do not give. It's worse than I'm even making it sound. Okay. 4th and 1. Diablo. Here's another guy, Wilson. I tell you what.
Tyree. I tell you what. What's up?
Mean, that guy is that guy. I tell you. I mean, he is literally.
I mean, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Talk your shit, because a lot of people in the nation are over that whole experience. That whole experiment. Former first round pick.
Go back to the 2nd and 14. Get back on track. Watch the draw. Guess who comes up and makes a great tackle from middle of the field?
Is it Merrick?
Nope.
Well, what play is this?
Let's say with Fields running up the middle, who ends up tackling him? Great tackle.
Who was it? Was it Hobbs?
Palma.
Oh shit, Palma. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't, man, bro. It was a blur, man.
That was a layup, bro. Come on, man.
Nah, I wasn't even thinking, bro. Palma.
Right, so listen, let's see if we can hear this. Oh wait. That's the Denver game. Hold on.
Is this where you said that you can hear them say draw?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
So they're literally telling the defense what about the run.
Oh, well, maybe not. I guess maybe I didn't record it. Okay. Anyways. But their play recognition awareness. But Diablo was Spillane had a little more reason to jump over there. There was a receiver that was coming out, and he did get wider. But Diablo, no reason. He was he's too worried about trying to line up the defensive line.
And Tyree had not one stat, Stu. Not one stat recorded. He didn't hit the stat sheet at all. And when you have Malcolm Kuntz out for the season, Christian Wilkins out for the season, you need a former first-round guy to step up.
You know what? His helmet would get more use if they just made it into like one of those lamps and just sold it. You know what I'm saying? It served more of a purpose for what a helmet's for. You know, a lamp.
God damn.
4th and 1. All right, 35 seconds to go. Now, again, at this point, it's right before the half, right? You know, so we need to stop them here. But if I'm not mistaken, they got the ball back because of the holding penalty by our center, which I thought was trash.
Yeah.
Which we just completed like a 25-yard pass to Bowers.
And they called it back.
40-yard line, and then we were back to the 30. And then after that, we get another penalty, and then we get the punt block. And here's the one thing about that punt block that really, really bothers me and gives me some concern about how these coaches are treating these players by blowing a bunch of smoke right up their rear end, because the PP the whole season, last year and this year, has been Pau Mau. Okay? But now that he's starting, he's not the PP anymore. They have number 29 out there. And it was a regular – I used to be the PP. Not only was I the PP –
Hey, I just want to pause you real quick just because.
I know.
But it was Chris Smith out there. That's the new PP. So, yes.
Okay. Yeah. No, I was a start PP, running down on kickoff, running down. Punt return.
Yes.
Get his butt out there.
Yeah.
He can still be out there.
Yeah.
But you put 29 out there and a regular 8-man box. So you have the center, you have 4 guys to the left, 4 guys to the right of the center, right? So you have the wing, the tackle, and the guard block 1, 2, and 3 on both sides. The 2 guys in the middle, the 4s are up to the center and the PP to block. So all you do is 8 box, even. Liz, I'm telling the center, you got the guy on the left. That means I got the guy on the right. The center went to the left. The PP went to the left. That guy came right through unblocked because we have an inexperienced guy back there, because we need to make sure that Pau Mau doesn't get too beat
up.
Yeah. Give me a break.
Okay, so AD. Okay, so we were the ones that called out the play. That makes it worse. He says that Maxx turned.
Hear that? Did you guys hear that on the TV?
He said that he turned and asked Spill what the play was. Spill yells draw. And somehow we still got gas. So it was us that called out the. That makes this shit worse.
No, I'm telling you, you gotta listen to it. It goes,
wow.
What's the play? Draw. So here we go. I'm Spillane, right? Let's say the microphone here is Fields, and again, it's empty. So who's going to be the guy that draws?
Yeah,
quarterback.
Yeah, it's Justin Fields.
Diablo, draw.
So Pau Mau has to come down and clean it up.
I'm not making this up.
Yeah,
I'm not making this up. I'm not.
How far back was Pau Mau in that play?
Oh, I bet you. I mean, they were playing cover 2, so he's starting at 12 yards deep.
Yeah,
probably getting to 22. He recognized it and made the play before those guys.
What the hell was the thought process behind that, bro? That makes no fucking sense.
Especially when you have no one over the center.
Yeah.
Like that, like it was, I don't know, dude. That was weird to me.
Hey, real quick, Gio says, my PP usually goes to the left. Pause. Go ahead, Stu. Stay in your bag and salute the Zon. Appreciate you, brother.
Okay.
Demokes. Stu out there with the big PP energy.
Hey, man, I tackled Dante Hall 3 times in one game, man. Come on now.
Come on, talk that shit.
Ball starting.
Yo, and you know what's funny? I didn't tell you. I walked in the room the other day before you get back into your bag, and Elijah was he was watching the Tony Gonzalez play because he was asking me. He said, Dad, he said
the video I made.
He said, who's some of the best? Yeah, he said, who's some of the best tight ends ever? And I mentioned, Tony Gonzalez. I said, but man, Stu knocked him out. I said, Uncle Stu didn't knock him. He said, for real? I walked in, he was watching that shit, bro. I was like, that's dope. That's dope. Yum.
Thank you. Okay, so, and again, I want to make sure that when I say something, everyone knows where I'm coming from. Okay, right? And I don't think I've. See, that's the other thing too is I can be professional.
I mean, bro, you used to be a professional doing commentary before.
No, you're right. But that was before my brain turned into mush. So
I think you're still well. I think you're all right.
I can hold it together for 45 minutes, guys.
There you go.
In the privacy of my own home. I'm medicated. So
stupid, bro.
All right. So okay. So 2nd and 10 with 6 minutes to go. Sorry. Diablo sack. That was but again, guys, it was
a gimme.
It took 3 pitches and he was unblocked.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they did the jet sweep. He throws it to the receiver. The receiver comes, kicks it to the tight end.
That was a great read, Stu. You see that stop? He stopped for a second and still kicked. That was a great read. You got to give Divine that. Give Divine that one.
Well, he just ran into him.
No, but he did you see the patience when he stopped and then continued to play? You got to give Divine Diablo a little credit for that. Come on.
Unblocked on a 6-second play on the backside.
He could have
unblocked on the backside. The quarterback didn't even see him.
I thought he was going to whiff.
He made the sack.
Yes.
Okay. Because there's another play that nobody's talking about.
Okay.
Where I'm glad I brought this up because they don't show it because it wasn't. Look, I'm sweating. Fucking. They don't show it, but
all that
it was earlier, and I'm sure you guys remember it. He came and he had a 10-yard TFL sack on field, and he let him out. And because he let him out, he threw it away. And instead of being 2nd and 20,
that's when he did that weird spin around and toss it out. Yeah, that was nasty. But
here's the thing: Diablo make that play. What was he doing?
Yeah,
terrible angle. Way too high.
Way too high. Shit. Way too high.
Way too high. I mean that's a play that.
Bro, he had both arms free and was allowed to spin and toss the ball out of bounds.
Yes.
Yeah. That was disgusting.
It's not something that you're normally going to look at and think whatever. But that's a huge difference. I don't know what they did that drive, but I know your playbook is a lot better looking at 2nd and 10. Than 2nd and 20. There's no place for 2nd and 20.
You know what makes that worse, Stu, is that he's a converted safety.
So
but go ahead, talk your shit, brother.
Looks like he goes to the same barber as Tom Hanks in Castaway, like a edged up with a hot rock or something.
He said, give me the wasted special.
Look like Tyrone Biggums or whatever his name was.
Yo.
All right. So, okay. He does get the sack. Now, 4th and 1. Wilson has the edge. And here's the unbelievable thing that I saw. Here's Wilson outside.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I remember this exact play.
We're here. Just go on the
straight shot.
Go.
He goes around.
He does this. He sees the motion guy come across. He actually backs up.
Yep.
I'm like, what is he doing?
But doesn't he take a wide angle on that play as well? Doesn't he kind of reach out? Didn't he go kind of out? I could have swore to Tyree when is that the play where he took a wide angle?
So this is where Fields goes like this and he kind of sits for a second.
Had all the time in the world.
And then he goes, right?
Mm-hmm.
First of all,
this is the play where Tyree missed on the boundary.
Yes.
Okay, when he
Yes.
dove for him. Got you.
Yes.
Got you. Yeah.
Please, everyone, watch this play again. So here's the thing: as a defender, I always read the offensive line for run or pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's got the best view of the offensive line? Probably
Your linebacker.
Probably, but what specifically? What one? Probably your middle.
Spill.
So yeah, they ran this little like motion this way, or they ran like maybe it was a fake something.
Yes.
But here's the deal: you have to expand your eyes, and if you see one guy going this way, but everybody else going that way, where do you think it's going?
Yeah.
Spillane's doing like this, going one guy. Then you have Wilson getting, again, I think probably blocked by a tight end. And then you have Diablo, who goes, and literally he's a free hitter, like comes through thinking that the running back has the ball. And he kind of hits him, and someone tackles the running back. He falls down, and he's thinking the play's done, and Fields is still running. He doesn't get up. He he went and grabbed a large popcorn and a Dr. Pepper and just
he just watched the play go.
Watch the show. He does he literally thinks the play's over with.
Yeah.
And rolls, and then he's like, touchdown. I mean, it's bad.
So right, in your eyes, who was responsible for that 7?
Wilson and because here's the deal: Wilson is to go outside on that D gap and force the quarterback into the C gap, which should lead right into where
Spill and company should be.
Where Diablo is.
Yeah.
But since you got the three stooges out there with Spillane, Wilson, and Diablo, I don't know what they're looking at. I mean, literally, Diablo's doing like somersaults. Like cartwheels out there. I see his legs up in the air. Literally, Fields still has the ball right here, and he's thinking the guy's tackled.
Yeah.
It's
so let me ask you this. Is this like a game from Divine Diablo? Because I don't want to talk too much about Divine because I want to get into the Spillane.
You know what?
But I'm going to ask you this. Is this kind of like the equivalent of a player?
I mean, listen, I just got.
I know. But I want to ask you this: Is this like the equivalent?
I have a whole nother page.
We can go over it. I want to ask you this: Is this like the equivalent, Stu, of the NBA, where a guy goes out there and goes like 20 for 60, but he puts up 60 points? So you're like, oh shit, he balled out. But then you look at the efficiency and you look at what's really going on. It's like, no, he actually had a terrible game.
Well, how many tackles did he have?
I believe he had 8. No, he had 6. I'm sorry, 6, and he had 3 solo, a sack, he had two tackles for a loss, and a QB hit.
Let me. Thanks for adding in the hit, dude. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So you talked about how did he screw up Jack Johnson?
Jack Jones.
I always say Jack Johnson, the freaking singer, Jack Jones. And that's the thing too. Hey, I'll be the hardest on my DBs, but people aren't going to sit here and get on my DBs if it's not their problem, okay?
But he did get juked out his boost, though.
But listen, but
and he owned it too. He went on Twitter and said, "Oh, I definitely got cooked." But then he also said, "But you Raider fans would never play a quarter in the NFL." He shit on us and then deleted it.
Well, what he should have done is he should have said, yo, number 5, he needs to kick the rocks.
Yeah.
Right out that stadium and skip to the loo right down to, I don't know where, the YMCA and go play for the YWs. So here we go. So again, this is in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10, 7:32. It's play 24. Crosby has the edge, and he sets it. He goes hauling at, and that tackle has to go like this and open up, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The D tackle 91 Butler. Mm-hmm. He's got, so you have, let's say, D, C, B, right? You have Crosby, D, you have Diablo, C, and you have Butler, B.
Okay.
Butler jams into B. Crosby comes flying through D. C. I mean, this is. I gotta say this. I'm so glad I just remembered this. This is a pay tribute to Chuck Pagano, one of the greatest ever. He said that thing opened up like a cat's ass.
Salute to Chuck.
We would always be like, me and Nam would be like, stop saying that. But I'm telling you, that thing, and here's the thing, Diablo's running up Butler's rear end. So now you have really, we're gapped out. It should be a zero play.
Mm-hmm.
You have Jones 7 yards deep coming down like this. That I measured it. It was 6 yards wide.
Mm-hmm.
That is a tough.
Especially for Najee. Full speed.
Because you're thinking, because here's the deal. I guarantee you this. Jack Jones is going, oh, that's gapped out. What? Where's the going? What the?
Hey, I'm actually shocked that Najee didn't just run through his face, dude.
Well,
he actually juked him. Like I thought he was just gonna run right through him.
Now, the one good thing though, if I remember, I think he made him go back inside though, right? He went inside.
Hold on. Chuck Pagano was on a podcast recently talking about getting his ass ate by some nice lady. What?
No, he wasn't. There's no way. No, I don't believe
Hey, you got to call Chuck after this, bro. Ask him if this is true.
There's no way. His wife, Tina, there's no.
Oh, yeah. I forgot Chuck's married and all that good stuff.
Yeah, there's no. Chuck ain't. Nah.
It could have been in the past, man. It could have been in the past.
You might be getting him confused with someone else on the Raiders. No, so.
Dude, you're gonna get me fucking.
But he made him cut back in though, right?
Yeah.
So at least he made him cut back in. That whole thing, like I said, he should have walked up and kicked Diablo square right in his nuts. Say, you mother, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But Palmau came over, made it, and actually I have it's almost the exact same play, and I had it, and I would like to show it. It reminded me of me when I was chasing down. Remember Michael Bennett from Wisconsin, the running back for Kansas City, a U.S. Olympian or whatever, 100-meter dash, right? At same angle, chasing down, he tries to stiff arm me, and he tries, and just like Najee tries to stiff arm Paulo, and he knocks it down and tackles him. And it's crazy because both the announcers, I think it was Rich Gannon on my game, going, oh, look at how he finishes the ball. You know, the ball carrier finishes the defender. These guys said the same thing about Palma. I'm like, Palma came up and dropped his butt. I tell you what, Charles Davis needs to retire. That guy is, he's the worst.
Yeah.
He made one comment, and he said something about, oh, well, this was a good play by Pittsburgh because they blitzed to make Brock Bowers stay in so he couldn't release. I'm going, oh, okay, that makes sense. And I looked, Brock Bowers just ran right out. I'm like, what are you talking about, Charles? Go do some more voiceovers for Madden or something.
Well, Stu, you know why he can get away with that, right? Because most people aren't familiar with the X's and O's of the game. The casual listener, casual watcher of football is not going to understand. He can get away with that type of shit.
See, but that's crazy. He knows that professionals are watching the game.
Yeah.
People just don't care. They don't.
Let me ask you this real quick. What was the take that you said about the content creator that you disagree with? I want to know that. What specific situation were you talking about? And mind you guys, look, we're not creating no drama. These are all our people. These are all our guys. You know what's funny? I have to say this. I already know what Stu's talking about, and these are family members of the show, so we're gonna have some fun here. But what was that specific situation?
Let's just do this. We'll get off of you guys get my point.
Yes.
There's a whole nother page.
Yeah.
And again, it's not as if I'm going out and specifically trying to highlight this stuff.
Yeah.
But when
you're a major Spillane advocate. You always have been.
Oh, wait, see, I'm talking about Diablo.
Well, we all always have questions about it, but you even said Spillane.
No, Spillane was death. I mean, there was something wrong with Spillane, man. I don't know what it was, but he shouldn't have been playing. I don't know what it was. But again, I don't want to go here and do this, but when I'm hearing something that's so different than what I saw, I have to go, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I'm seeing something not. And then I hear his comments and I'm going, who does this guy think he is?
Yeah.
Who does he think he is?
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
So anyway, so there's that. So I want to let me see, one of the content creators, and it's a guy, that I don't know if I've ever met him.
I do shows with him. Do I or do I not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
He watches film.
Okay.
And here, gosh, and I looked, and there's.
You said film, so I'm assuming it's Sanjit.
And I'm going. Maybe not that many people watch. I think there was like 17,000 views on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, dude.
I'm assuming it's our brother Sanjit. If you said film, I'm assuming it's Sanjit. So I'll say it. You don't have to say it. And I definitely, if it is him, I want to talk to him. I want to talk to him about this specific situation. So.
Yeah, because he needs to. Again, it.
So is Sanjit. I got you. Go ahead.
Again, listen. I would hope. Listen, I would hope. And here's the thing: when Rod Woodson was here, I had him watch some of my stuff and listen to my comments. And I'm going, Rod, does it make sense? Is what I'm saying make sense? And he goes, yes. But if he said, Stu, no, I'd want to know that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know that, like, dude, you're building yourself up, like, and again, it's not.
I didn't see it. What was the argument about? Or what was
here, hold on. Do you have anything to address here? Let me just. I have all these tabs, and I still can't.
No. Do your thing. Salute to everybody here in the building, you guys. Wipe them feet, man. Make sure you hit them likes. Hit that subscribe button on both channels. As always, man, we're doing a deep dive with Stu. His notebook is ready to go. We're talking about everything Raiders.
My new notebook.
Go ahead.
My new notebook.
Or a new one, new markers, new pens, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And once again, I love that you're going to talk about this because I want to get you and Sanjit on the show together. I want you guys to talk about this. You know what I mean?
And here's the thing. He knows this stuff.
Yeah. Definitely. Sanjit's look, bro, he definitely knows the game, but I definitely am looking forward to seeing what this is about because I don't even know what is it even about? Is there a specific player, specific play?
No. He brought up the fact that our team doesn't play to win. Our guys aren't out there playing to win, which I take offense to that.
As a former player, I get it. You go out there and you put your heart on the line every day.
He's saying that our coaches are calling plays not to win, and he compares a play that the Raiders ran, and he compares it to a play that Pittsburgh ran. And there's no comparison. And then he brings up a very weird, and again, I feel like I'm not trying to.
Bro, look, Sanjit has heard it all on the internet, bro. Trust me, he gets a lot of criticism for the way he thinks, just like all of us do. So it's not a big deal.
To be honest with you, that's how you get better.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
And salute to our brother.
I just want to make sure that. Oh, did it?
Well, while you do that, I'm gonna read this super. Stu, at what point on defense do guys start trying to take things into their own hands and overcompensate for teammates who are commonly out of position?
Oh, say that again.
That's a great question. Stu, at what point on the defense do guys start to take things into their own hands and overcompensate for teammates who are commonly out of position?
You can't. The great ones don't. The great ones don't do that. You cannot. You cannot. That's why football is the greatest team sport in the world, because you got it. You got to play your responsibility.
That's
even knowing that, you know what, I don't trust this dude, or I think he may be. That's why communication is so key.
Yeah.
You cannot. The great players now. Let's say through play recognition, he has an idea and he gets there faster than somebody else. And it may look like, because I remember there were plays with Woodson. And I remember when he was playing safety with me and we recovered too. And he, I'm on the left, he's on the right, but he's down here like in front of me. Like I'm going, should I should I go over there? And it's like,
yeah.
No, you
keep your your task. Yeah.
You gotta play your position, because as soon as you start doing that, you just cannot do it. You cannot do it.
I love what Graham says. Domino effect. Making up for someone else means that you're out of your position.
Yep. There you go.
Yep.
It's like the Noid. Remember the Noid at Domino's?
Yep. Perfect.
there was a Sega video game that was pretty good, the Noid. Remember he came back like about 4 years ago, and then all of a sudden he disappeared again?
Was that shit on Nintendo?
I think it was on Sega.
Oh, shit.
Avoid the Noid. Anyways, where did I? Again, Sanjit,
Shit, let's talk about it. Max has been trying to play Superman lately. Big Midas is facts. But he has to, man. Especially in the D-line. Everybody hurt. Salute to S-Dot. Sanji's been studying Getsy since the Bears. Getsy runs more dives than I did since Little League, which made us lose the first place bowl at 12 years old.
Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. I got it. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay. So he made a comparison. There was a play. We were up 7-3. Okay, in the first quarter. It was 3rd and 11 on our 24-yard line, and we ran a draw. We ran it. And he's going, I just cannot believe that you would make that call. I absolutely would make that call. We're up. Our defense is playing well. Let me just ask you this, okay? If you're the offensive coordinator,
okay,
to get 11 yards, who are we getting it to? We have Amir Abdullah, 5'9", 200. DJ Turner, 5'9", 185, 2 years experience. Trey Tucker, 5'9", 205, 1 year experience. Alex Bachman, 81 from the practice squad, 6'1", 190, 1 year experience. Brock Bowers, a rookie. What are we? I mean, it could be catastrophic at that. I mean, again, we're up, and then they compared it to a play Pittsburgh ran, which was the play that where
the one we just went over.
We're 44, the third down. First of all, Pittsburgh is down at that point, and again, if our guy does what he's supposed to do, it's a sack for 6-yard loss, and we're punting the ball, and we're probably getting the ball on our side of the 50.
Yeah.
So you can't compare that. And then he says this. And we are playing to lose, and other teams are playing to win. And then he makes this comparison, and I couldn't believe it, because he's an intelligent guy. But he says the NFL is no longer, and I couldn't believe he said this. The NFL is no longer a conservative league. Teams are aggressive out there. Ravens are a great example of a team that want to win games. They don't play to lose. They play to win. Did we not beat the Ravens?
Yeah. Yes.
How can you make that comment and be serious and have 17,000 people listen to you? That's crazy.
Okay.
That's crazy. That is crazy to me.
How can
you make that comparison, Sanjit?
Now,
gotta help you, buddy. Like that, you don't. First of all, if you're going to compare a team and you're saying that our guys are there to lose, the guys that were in there, and I'm going to go over this. The guys that were in there were playing their balls off. Okay. Again, 2 rookies, 2 practice squad guys with 1-2 years experience playing against a very good Pittsburgh team. And it's not garbage time in the end of the fourth quarter when Watts is out there and the entire secondary is out there. That's not garbage time, okay? It's not. Like,
hey, Stu, but let me say this real quick. What if my response to both you and Sanjit's argument or debate there is, what if it's this? We're just not good enough to win football games.
That's not true.
I believe we don't have a good team.
That game, guys, that game was 3 plays.
Oh, no. I agree with you.
And people are like, we played terrible. Trash. We need a quarterback. Hey, O'Connell, this. We don't have anybody. Fire the offensive coordinator. Get rid of AP. You gotta be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. The Raiders fans are smarter than this. You have to be. And not only that, the content creators, come on. You guys have a responsibility to help these fans know what's going on. And to say that we can't call plays, look at who we had out there. Guys, I want to say this.
Alex Bachman, baby. Alex Bachman.
Listen to this stat. And then this is the end all. The guy, again, we're sitting here blaming the offensive coordinator, Aiden O'Connell. We're blaming the
Wait. Hold on. First and foremost, I'm not saying this because he's your guy. Nobody can blame Aiden O'Connell on that game at all. At all. Who can blame Aiden?
Well, trust me. We
have two
backup quarterbacks. We have
no. But even if that's your argument, it doesn't matter. Aiden didn't go out there and do anything wrong. Bro, you couldn't establish the run. You had to throw the ball 40 fucking times.
But listen. No, what do I always say though, Graphk? The guys making the money are the guys that we need to be looking at when things aren't going right. And not once, out of all the content creators that I saw, not once did anybody bring up the guys that I'm about to bring up.
Okay.
And how much money these guys are making compared to the guys that were busting their ass out there, playing their balls off. Listen to this. Devonte Adams.
Pace, we're going to talk about that soon. I got you. Go ahead, Stu.
Making $16.9 million this year. Jacoby Myers, $10.5 million this year, including his signing bonus from the Michael Mayer. What the fuck?
You know, do you know what's going on with him?
What's going on?
I'll talk to you behind the scenes. It's something actually personal and it's real, and he's out for at least the next 4 or 5 weeks.
Don't care.
Okay.
Don't care.
I respect it.
$3.7 million. Colton Miller, who I'm telling you this.
This was the best game of this year, though.
Number
for him.
97.
That's crazy to say.
Destroyed him. Number 97 absolutely fucking destroyed him.
Yeah.
Destroyed him. And this is the guy making $12.2 million.
That's Cameron Hayward. I have to say Cameron Hayward is one of the better defensive linemen in the league. But go ahead. I hear you.
Gardner Minshew, $12.5 million. Wilson, $5 million. Christian Wilkinson, $9.8 million. I couldn't believe this. $3.1 million he's making this year. Diablo. You know how much money that equals, people? $73.8 million. Now, let's go to the guys that were actually out there, busting their ass, scoring touchdowns on garbage time. Sorry, right? Wilkerson, $985,000.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Turner, $1 million.
Yep.
Trey Tucker, $991,000.
Alexander Madison.
Paulo Mao, $98,000 or $980,000. I didn't even look up Madison. What's he making?
Nothing. Chump change this year.
Okay. Butler, 69. I'm telling you what, Crosby and 69 are our best. That's fucking 69 is a fucking stud.
Adam Butler's a dog.
He is a fucking you should, and that's the other thing. On that 4th and 1, when fucking Wilson backs up, watch the get off on 69.
Yeah.
Wilson's not even looking at the fucking ball.
Yeah, and Adam Butler is. Agreed. He's been great for us these past 2 years.
1.125 mil. 84, Bryant, 1.3 mil.
Mm-hmm.
Alec Bachman, 900,000. Aiden O'Connell, 900,000. Do you know how much money all of those guys are making? $8.2 million. Compared to $73.8 million. And you guys want to sit there and blame the coaches and blame the offensive coordinator and say that these guys aren't playing, that they're not finishing, that they're undisciplined. You got to be fucking shitting me.
Okay, so let me ask you something, Stu.
Let's put the blame where the blame is.
I love that, bro. I love it.
Put the blame on the $73.8 million that we're fucking wasting.
I love that. I love it. But let me ask you this. Does AP take any of this blame? Does Luke Gessie take any of this blame?
Jesus Monarocco, don't be fucking with me right now, dude. Seriously, AOC's getting paid $900,000 to manage. Did you see some of the passes? He's scoring touchdowns on people.
Let's get away from the chat. Let's get away from the chat.
He's making passes to people we've never heard of.
Yeah, just facts.
Against a very good secondary. Their secondary is very, very good. And their linebacking core is very, very good.
Bro, the defense as a whole is phenomenal. It's one of the top defenses in the league.
Garbage time, though.
Bro, I'm going to be honest. I was the only guy. I was the only guy that had Aiden throwing for over 200 yards this week. A lot of people. So
calm down, Stu. No. That's the worst thing that you can tell me.
He said, Stu chose violence today. Let's go, Stu. Talk that shit, Stu. I love it. I'm here for it. I just want to go back. I think the whole thing. Hold on, real quick. Can I ask you this?
Yeah.
And I want to ask the chat this I want to talk to the chat a little bit. I think the reason why Stu understands this as well, right? You've played on teams where players were getting paid a massive amount of money that weren't performing up to the standard of what that money should be. You've been there and done that. You were the guy for years that was underpaid, going out there playing your heart out. So I understand the mindset behind this. I do. But go ahead. I know.
And dude, we got some young guys that are playing well, man. Glaze and Powers and again, Turner and Tucker and Palmao and we have a lot to build off of. Yeah. So I just we're
and Brock Bowers is a fucking stud.
Dude, he's unbelievable.
Yes.
He'll
be the best tight end in the league. He probably already is, but he'll be for many years to come.
But I just want people to put things in perspective. You can only be as good as the sum of your parts. And look at again, nothing against the guys, but what do you expect these guys to be doing?
Yeah.
I mean, we want to sit here and blame these coaches for making chicken salad out of chicken shit when we got $73.8 million. No one said nothing about these guys. No one said when I heard all of the 9-10 guys that I went and listened to, not one of these guys' names came up. In fact, most of the guys they said played well. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yo, I love it. To be real, I love it because no one is.
Again, this is just my opinion. Again, I'm not saying I'm right. This is just what I saw and seen, and I would love it if anybody has a rebuttal to any of the information that I just said.
You know what's funny? Usually I try to play devil's advocate with you. I'm like, Stu, you're fucking wrong. I can't debate that fact. But I have to ask you, how much of this lies on the coaching staff, though? How much of it does lie on AP, Luke Gessie, and Patrick Graham? Salute to Spivey. I appreciate you, brother.
And I love all you guys. You know that.
They know that, bro. They love you to death too.
It's so high. Again,
he's a Stu Parks performer. Hit him up right now. Let him cook. Nah, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I don't. It's one of those things where I would have to be there for a week and see,
what's going on, the ins and outs of
what's what. I just know this. I mean, I just when I look at Diablo, and I've tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, but when he goes on there and throws the D line,
that's disgusting. You know what's funny? I didn't even know that until this morning. I didn't know. I didn't watch anything yesterday.
He didn't go up and just choke the shit out of him.
Yeah.
You know what it's like? Or AP going, hey, listen, dude, you're fucking done, man. You're done. Done. You're done. I want to say this. I'm not worried. I'm not. I was actually, again, we're talking 3 or 4 plays, guys. Mm-hmm. Literally, you look at the stats. They're all. But
that's been a weekly thing, though, Stu. Denver too. The pick six. It's literally 3 or 4 plays that's keeping us away from winning ball games. How does that change? What do we need to do in order to change that?
we need to give the right guys money. We're giving the wrong guys all the money.
Well, Devontae's gone to the Jets today. He's out of here. That's one.
You know what? I'll be honest, I never liked the guy. I tried to.
You never did. You never did.
Yeah, I thought he was very feminine. I didn't like the way he was such a crybaby.
It's a receiver.
He took plays off. He didn't block very good
at all.
He just seemed like he's a guy that I'd like to get a quarter. At my prime, play a quarter against that motherfucker, and let me just see.
Tony Gonzalez this shit up.
And again, man, I'm not sitting here and saying, but I played against some pretty bad motherfuckers, and I know how.
Yes, Michael Vick, Randy Moss. You played like that, yeah.
But against, right? Yeah. And I know how those guys acted, and they didn't act like that. Yeah, they did. They did not act like that.
Let me ask you this: do you think this team gets better by his absence?
Absolutely.
I agree. And see, most people are like, how does this team get better with losing Devonte? Bro, locker room presence and chemistry is everything. It's everything.
I mean, again, hey, listen, we tried it. I mean, I just, to me, that is a
that motherfucker's feminine.
Right?
Yo, I'm clipping that shit, bro. Somebody clip that.
Like he's got like his features, like he's very soft to me. You know what I'm saying? Like he cares more about his hair, I think, than.
Did you see him today lurking? Did you see him lurking with Aaron Rodgers today on Pat McAfee show? I hated that. I fucking hated that, bro.
Those guys are gonna 69 till. I mean, I mean, come on. I mean, think about it. It'd be perfect. Derek Carr, him, and Rodgers, man, and the State Farm guy. I bet you those guys, they would just fucking. It'd be something spectacular. No, it's just it's we're. And here's the other thing. I just and I get it. We're emotional, right?
Yeah, we love the team. Yeah,
we're emotional. I want to make this PSA, and I'm at fault for it too. Sometimes I get on here and I'll say things. I'm like,
I'm the king of that. I own it. I'm the king of that. I'll definitely come on here emotional, scream, shout, and then come back down to reality and be like, okay, I need to breathe a little bit.
I just encourage everyone, because at first glance, right, if you're just watching the game and then you look at the stats and you start to listen to people, you listen to me talk about the game, and it's like that's a completely different game than what this other person's saying, right? So I do it. I go, and I've learned it. Let me take another, and that's why I went off on Diablo, because I'm going, man, maybe I saw something wrong. Yeah. Let me go take a look at them as I'm going. I'm like, oh my God, like he's the reason, like gave up every play. Like I said, if it wasn't for him, Fields would have had like 29 yards rushing, 0 touchdowns, and they would have had 99 yards rushing, 0 rushing touchdowns. Yeah. If it wasn't for him, and then he's going to go out there and throw the defensive line under the bus and say gap responsibility and holding the edge. I mean, dude, that.
Hey, Stu, you know what, man? There's only one way to fix this thing, bro. There's only one way. It's Shedeur Sanders, baby. Shedeur, high stakes Sanders, baby. Bring in the GOAT. He will save this franchise. Him and Tom Brady are going to turn this thing around.
Hey, actually, do it. Do it. Please. So that I can sit back and just go, yes. Yes.
Yo.
And then after about 6 weeks,
you were right.
Let's go. Tom Brady again. I'm just gonna go.
Let me ask you this.
And then it's gonna be Aiden going. I'm still here.
Yo, let me ask you, man. With the news supposed to drop today, if it hasn't dropped already, with the approval of Tom Brady, right, the minority stake in the team, and them saying that he's going to have a lot of say on team
How
operations.
many different people are involved?
That's the thing that's confusing to me, man. Right?
Because
Seymour has some ownership as well with Tom Brady. Richard Seymour.
So would you say he bought?
They bought it in a stake
together,
so I think like 10%, something like that.
Like
don't quote me on it. I don't truly know. Maybe they came together with a team of people to do it. I don't know.
Okay, like a group or something.
Yeah, like a group or something. Maybe that could be what it is. Don't quote me on. However, I haven't been studying that situation like that.
Well, see, hold on. That's a great point that you just did just now. I encourage everyone to listen to what he just said. I haven't studied it enough, so I'm not going to say anything.
No, don't quote me on any of it. But I do know that they put it out there that he's going to have say in football operations. How do you feel with the guy that's a 7-time Super Bowl champ having some say on a team in Las Vegas? Do you think that helps us moving forward, attract free agents, attract great football players? How do you feel about Tom Brady being involved operational wise?
I want to say that again, this is just my opinion.
I just said you got to be the DC moving forward, bro. Salute to Spive.
We got a good coaching staff. We have a lot of football experience in that building. A lot of it. We gotta give it time. We gotta let it cultivate. We gotta let it fucking marinate, percolate, fucking the percolator, man. Like Thurman Thomas used to be, dude. We gotta let it bubble a little bit, dude. I mean,
Cal Davis put 5% Tom, 5% Tom's team, and 0.5 Seymour, I believe, is what was reported. Salute to Cal Davis.
All right, say that.
He said Tom Brady 5%,
Did he?
another 5% Tom's team, whatever team he brought to the table, and then a 0.5 for Richard Seymour. So Seymour, C has a small portion of ownership within the organization.
The rest of it, is that all Mark?
What is that?
Is that all Mark? The rest of it?
Yes. No. Well, I don't know that. I don't know.
Sold shares of the team before.
Wasn't it rumored that actually Mark is really his mom is the one that really truly owns the team, right?
Oh. Well, let's blame her then. When's that going to start?
I know, right? Since Seymour is less than 1%, that's crazy.
I am joking. I am absolutely joking. She's Miss Davis.
That's Stu's people. That's his family
I'm
there.
Joking.
Yeah, Stu was literally pinpointed as Al Davis's guy. So salute the hug. Did Stu just say he'll produce a 3-way with Carter and A-Rod with some Diddy oil? Who's the caboose? It has to be Derek Carr.
Well, no, the caboose is that back end. He'd be
the one that cried. He was the one that crying at the podium.
That's what I'm saying. But he'd be in the front.
Oh, he would? Oh, all right.
You see what I'm saying? Right? Because he's the one.
This is absolutely fucking disgusting right now.
Thanks. Yeah, good.
Terrible hug, terrible comment, terrible super chat. I hate you for that. And I hate that Stu put that nasty narrative into the universe. So,
but that's just when I think of Devonte. The threesome there. It's like,
yeah. He said, "Graphk don't know how a train works." Thumbs up. My childhood was wild, King. Salute to all my brothers out there in South Sacramento. We were crazy.
My mascot was a train. But I'm not.
The Boilermaker God.
I'm gonna say that whole thing.
Yo, that's just hilarious. Mark owns 60% of the team, according to sources.
Okay.
So there
wonder
you
who owns. I mean, huh?
Yeah, he's stupid as shit. I don't know what else to say about
that. I mean, who do we got next week?
We got the Rams in LA at SoFi Stadium. They're beat up right now too, Stu. I mean, Cooper Kupp is on his way back. They don't know if he's going to play this week. Puka, the other superstar wide receiver, out.
Amari Cooper, though. I mean,
he got traded to the Buffalo Bills.
How the guy leads the league in drop pass.
Right. They needed
us.
You said what?
We saw him against us. I mean, he was terrible.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing is, let me look at it. I'm going to look at his stats right now. I know he leads the league in drops, but let me see what.
I know he did when he was playing us. I know he did, and he had
this year,
that game.
This year, 2 tutties, 250 yards. He's been struggling, but they haven't been able to throw the football. Deshaun Watson is struggling. They have not been able to do a lot out there. 250 yards, 2 touchdowns for Amari Cooper in 6 weeks is insane. But he'll do a lot better with Josh Allen out there throwing the football. He will. I mean, you got a guy who has a powerful arm and they're winning football games. I think Amari is going to be a lot more motivated to go play for that team. Like he wanted a new deal in Cleveland. They got a slew of wide receivers. He was feeling like he's already on the outs. You know what I mean? So, but Amari's Amari. I mean, at this point,
like him, I don't really know anything. I mean,
look, as a Raider, I loved him, homegrown talent.
Wasn't that the deal? We should have took the other guy instead of him, right? Back in that draft.
I think that we took the right guy. No, we took Amari Cooper. We made the right decision there.
No, wasn't there another guy that went to Dallas that we were supposed to take instead of him?
Oh, no. That was a CeeDee Lamb. That was years later. That was Henry Ruggs.
Oh, okay.
Henry Ruggs and CeeDee Lamb, which, we definitely fumbled that one. Salute to John as well, gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network memberships. My dog. Appreciate you guys. Salute to the greatest chat YouTube history. We appreciate every single one of you guys. Stu is on fire today. And salute to Hammer.
I think for me, the thing that upset me the most was Diablo's comments. I mean, and that's just how these kids are. That's just the generation they are. To think that you can have the clout or the juice to say something like that. I mean, would you ever in your life, after a game like that, or even if you had a great game, would you? I mean, to throw your guys under the bus like that, and that to think that to even just in your head to think that you can say that is crazy to me. And then the fact of, I'm gonna have to ask Rob Ryan if I don't know how there wouldn't be a fight in the locker room.
Yeah,
I mean, our D line has been one of our strongest points of our team for quite a while here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And to sit there and question the guys in front of you and say that I can't play because you guys aren't playing right, like, wow.
Well, hopefully we do go to Cincinnati and we link up with Rob. I definitely want to be. I want to be in on that conversation. I want to hear what the hell he has to say about that situation because, once again, Divine Diablo's on a contract year, 3rd round guy. He's never really played up to what we thought he would be. I don't know why you would feel the freedom to be able to speak like that.
Yeah, he needs to be happy that he's got a locker in that place, man.
Yeah,
you serious?
Facts. I mean, but I think we're gonna let him walk anyway, bro. We draft Tommy Eichenberg in this year's draft. I mean, we'll probably pay Spill to come back. I think those are the 2 guys that are going to be, the 2 linebackers moving forward. So
I think so too. 44, right?
What is it?
44 was the linebacker, right?
Oh, you talking about Chase, huh?
Sorry. Who was the other linebacker? Not 59, but
it's Tommy Eichenberg.
What number was he?
Tommy is shit, man. What number is Tommy?
He played good. I like Tommy.
He's been getting a lot of special teams reps. Also, I believe he was injured. He was inactive this week. 45.
45. Okay.
Yeah. So 45 Eichenberg. But
again, I remember a very similar conversation 2 years ago, right? After we lost to Cincinnati in Vegas, season's over with.
Yep.
And that's when I made that video of Derek Carr talking about I'm gonna make the playoffs, which we did, right? Which he didn't win, which he's never won. But anyways, I'm telling you, the game, again, things are deceiving, okay? The game wasn't as bad as it looked. So, and again, people can believe me, say I'm full of shit, whatever. I don't care. I'm just telling you, we are going to be okay. We are going to be okay. I am not that concerned. Now
let me ask you this. Playing your time in the NFL, how tough it is to play without a quarterback, right? And I know that you love Aiden O'Connell, and I know that's your Purdue brother. I know that you believe in him, but let's just say that we get an opportunity to locate one of those quarterbacks in next year's draft, right?
I don't even know who the quarterbacks are. Who are
I know. So we're not at that point of the season yet. It's sad that we're talking about this in week 6 already. I mean, Stu, me and Wasted already got our lists of players that we're looking at.
I heard all of the draft talk already on all the content creators' sites.
But I think personally, and people may not want to hear this, I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. I just don't think that this team is prepared to go out there and win a ton of games this year. There's too much shit going on. Stu, losing Marcus Epps.
Yeah, but when you say not prepared, what do you mean?
I mean in terms of You lost Marcus Epps, your starting safety, right? Love Paul Lamau. Love him. But he was the communicator on the back end of the defense. He was. Marcus Epps was the Robert Spillane of the safety position. Like he was the guy that actually really helped Trayvon Merrick improve last year. Christian Wilkins, gone. He's gone. Max Crosby dealing with that high ankle sprain. Now with Malcolm Coombs, Christian Wilkins out. That is tough. Like that defense took some hits, bro. It did. Like,
no, but still, I mean, but look what they did against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh didn't do anything.
I understand that. I'm not saying, but
it's great. I mean, everyone's
but when you look at the defensive ranking, like we're at the bottom of the league in takeaways. Like we expected this defense to go out there. Jack Jones, ball hawk, pick sixes last year.
They're not. I mean, how many times do you see him throwing to Jack Jones' side? Never.
Well, I would have to go look. I would have to go look at and see how many times.
Literally, like none at all. Really. I mean, one or two times. I mean, how do you expect the guy? Again, if there is corners that are it goes both ways, but they're not testing them. They're not.
Okay, so
you can only make plays if plays are presented to you. I know he's not fucking shit up.
He's been giving up touchdowns. He's giving up touchdowns this year, bro. He has.
Like one or two.
Okay. And he's been targeted how many times?
Not that many. What? I don't know.
So to give up two, let's just say you give up two on as many times as he's been targeted. It's not. Jack Jones doesn't look the same as he did last year. He doesn't.
Well.
And he was benched for a whole first quarter because of business decisions, of not tackling, refusing to go up and like that's bad. That's bad, bro. AP sat his ass for a whole quarter.
When was this?
2 games ago. He was supposed to start. They sat him for a whole quarter. I think it was a Cleveland game, I believe.
Who went in there for him?
Jacorian played, and I think that's when we started to see a mix of Darnay Holmes, 30 was in there, and who else was out there? I think Webb was out there. Webb was out there as well. That game.
Put 30 and Webb out there and see how happy you guys would be about those motherfuckers.
Oh, no, bro. I was high on Jack Jones going into this season, bro. I hope that he's still that guy. But to me, sometimes it looks like
everyone. I mean, people give up touchdowns. I mean,
they do. And Joseph, that's facts. Darnay Holmes got cooked, and you talked about him that show that we did after that game.
30.
Yeah,
he's a liability. Trust me. That guy is. When you see 30, you're making the milk check.
So are you saying to turn this thing around, you're pledging patience? Do you think that's it? Is it patience? Or what do you need to do in order to turn this thing around? Because, bro, we've been bad for so long. Stu, we're just, as a fan base, talking to the fans.
Compared to what, though? Who is so much better than us besides Kansas City?
I mean,
what other teams have really done anything? Who is that much better? What players?
Okay, so let me say this:
what quarterbacks are that much better?
Don't put us in the Kansas City range. Let's just try to get to Buffalo, where they're a perennial playoff team. Let's just try to get to.
But look though, Buffalo doesn't. What do they do every year?
I know that, but I'm just talking about a sustainable success. Look, we want to win a championship for sure.
When you look at the 32 teams in the NFL, there's 4 teams that are probably ahead of the other 28. The other 28 are all very similar. They're all very similar.
And the AFC's bad this year.
At the end of the day, I mean, so it's like, what are we? I think our expectations are a little unrealistic at times. You're never going to. It's all again. The grass is always greener, man. It's always better somewhere else. There's always a better player here. There's always a better coach here. But then when they come here,
Stu, we want
somewhere else.
We want a team that's going to perform every week, bro. As fans, we want a team that is going to win. We want a team that can make that building be blacked out. We want a team that can go out every week, and we expect this team to win. That's what we're asking for.
No, but what I'm telling you is the guys that were out there on Sunday did the best that they could do.
Well, that's not enough.
But what do you want them to do? Again, the people you need to be.
No. I know the list of players you're talking about. I agree. No. I agree. But
that's the problem. It's the guys that come here that we're expecting a lot out of.
Don't show up.
Don't show up, and then us as fans give them a pass. We don't say nothing about it. We blamed everybody else.
We've killed all the we smoked Antonio Brown's boots. We smoked Trent Brown's boots. We smoked Devonte Adams' boots. I mean, bro, when these guys come out here and they don't perform, you know we don't play around, bro. We absolutely deep fry.
When you say we, who is we? Maybe you. Who else?
Our team. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not talking about us.
You're just talking about the outside.
I'm saying in general, most of people aren't bringing up the guys that they need to be bringing up.
Okay.
And they're putting it towards, again, what
was the second argument? What was the second one? And you said there was another content creator that mentioned something else that you didn't agree with.
I think it was mainly just how over the top it was and how just terrible everybody was and how AP doesn't know what's going on and how the players didn't play hard and how just it's so hard to watch these guys. And I'm just thinking like, man, I mean, like those guys, again, what do we expect those, like, again, as the offensive coordinator, when you
that's what I've said this about Luke Getsy. AP, Tom Telesco and company, they give him Zamir White and Alexander Madison and say, go run the football. They give you,
Zamir White, he's another guy. He's
hurt right now. He didn't play yesterday, but either way, he struggled all season long.
Oh yeah, Mr. Fumble.
And
then again with, hindsight's 20/20, right? You put 23 out there, and then he has that fumble, and it's just like, fuck. Really, I would say this: the decision. I was not happy with the decision to put him in that game at that point. Why?
What are you talking about? The game prior?
Number 23, the running back.
Oh, okay.
Because that's when things went downhill.
I was going to ask you about that play right there with Dylan Lobby.
Dylan Lobby, I just with a Pittsburgh team like that, and we got two running backs that are doing pretty well, especially one that's doing well. Why throw him in there in that instance? I mean, because he's never been in before, has he?
No, that's his first rep at the running back position.
That was kind of weird to me.
I thought it was more weird, Stu, that Alexander Madison absolutely cooked on that first drive, and then they take him out of the game, and they have Amir Abdullah play first, second, and third down. Like what do you took him off, and Alexander Madison was not hurt, no nothing. He was healthy and good to go, and they took him out the second drive.
And you know what? AP made a comment about that because the media asked him, how does he how do
you take him out of the game after that great drive?
Yeah, and he said
it was a personnel decision.
Well, it's something too about like we like to keep our guys fresh.
Like, what does that mean?
Let that motherfucker eat, man.
Yes, but what does that mean?
What the fuck? I didn't like that. That comment to me was JV football-ish. And again, I don't know if he has any say in. It doesn't sound like he has say in the personnel of the offense. To me, He does.
We did a show that. Remember, I told you we deleted the show the other day because we kind of went too detailed. But yes, he does, bro. He has full reins over this team, defensively and offensively.
Really? Okay.
Yes, full. I'll talk to you about it off screen. But yes,
that right here. Okay, yeah, here it is. Here's his post game comments that I wrote down. Hayward's. Oh, dude, I'm just gonna tell you this. That illegal man down the field was complete
bullshit.
I mean,
bullshit, bro. JPJ was still at the line of scrimmage.
And here's the thing: Hayward slung our center up,
Andre James, but they didn't call it on Andre James. They called it back on JPJ.
You get 2.5 yards.
Yes,
I've seen play with that RPO where linemen are 5. And here's the thing: it's not like they were blocking; they were just standing there. I've seen teams 5 yards down the field run blocking, and they throw it, and they don't call anything. Those guys, they were just standing there like this.
Yeah,
that was bad.
What'd you feel about that 15-yard penalty also on Matthew Butler that took away that pick from Divine Diablo?
I've never been a Matthew Butler fan. I saw him play in college at Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
When we took him, I think in the 4th round 2 years ago, right?
4th or 5th, yeah.
here's the thing. Do I think that the penalty
fifth round, I believe we took Zamir in the fourth. I think we took him in the fifth.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah.
Do I
Parham, Zeus, Matthew Butler, I believe, and then Neil Farrell and blah blah blah. But go ahead.
Okay. Do I think that the penalty is complete trash as far as a penalty? Like when I say in the NFL rule books, yes, I do. You're asking a guy that's running full speed
to just stop on a dime.
To stop. Now, here's the thing, though.
I know where you're going right here, and I agree.
It's a rule, right? Mm-hmm. And AP said, we teach guys, you see Crosby do it all the time, you roll off.
Roll off immediately. All that flat showboating shit in his face for so long.
His big, dumpy, frumpy, fat ass is like, you can't. Here's the thing. If it's a rule, and you can tell AP, they coach it. And that was a bad, that again, you look at it. You look at that play. You look at the touchdown that was brought back. You look at the
DJ Turner helmet to helmet no call. Remember that,
dude? Number 50 or whatever, the linebacker.
Bro, clearly got hit to the helmet, bro.
Not only helmet to helmet, but he was clearly defenseless, and the play was pretty much over, and he came for and not even a call.
None.
I couldn't believe it.
And this one. I love what Elise said. The chasing and Maxx roughing the passer, that was a back-breaking penalty. The Raiders would have gotten off the football field.
I think they made a mistake. I don't think they meant to call it on Crosby.
No, but they ended up. I think they put it on Chasen.
What Chasen? What are you doing?
Yeah.
He's like holding on to him. Like, come on, man. Like, I get it. Those are tic-tacky penalties, but they're in the rule book. And I know every year in training camp, those referees come in there and they spend a whole fucking day, dude, like hours going over the new rule. So if it's a rule, you got to play by it. And those guys know that. So if they choose not to do it, that's a selfish play and it fucking cost us.
Yep.
Both those two guys.
Real quick, you guys, breaking news as well while we're here on the show, coming up on 2 hours. Ian Rappaport reported Tom Brady and Seymour are officially minority owners of the Raiders. It's been approved, guys. There you go.
I think from California.
Richard Seymour? I don't know if Richard Seymour is from Cali. Let me look that up. I thought he was from the East Coast.
Oh, but he played for us though, right?
Yeah, right. Former Raider. Former New England Patriot and Raider. He's from South Carolina. Yeah. Former,
dude, come on.
Hey, I love it. I love it.
Man. I mean, shit, those guys are Hall of Famers.
Hall of Famers. Yeah. Hey, man, it can't get any worse, right?
They can only help. I mean, they can only help. And again, I mean, I like what's going on. I mean, you don't see other teams, I mean, bringing in these amounts of experience into these positions. And as a player, man, you want to go where you're going to be around successful people in the football business. And we're building a very good group. It's just, again, it takes, and I know it takes a little time. And again, I just want people to put things in perspective and look at this game and look at what we had. And it wasn't as if we got destroyed. It was a couple plays. Guys, again, 2 rookies, practice squad guys. I mean, come on. Like, let's just calm down a little bit. I think we are going to be okay. Now, does that mean playoffs?
Probably not.
But hey, shit, it can happen.
It can, but if I'm a betting man, I'm going against it. But I agree with you. We've seen crazier shit happen. Seen the Raiders in 2021 lose all kinds. Your head coach.
There's only one team that's going to win. There's going to be 31 other teams that are pissed off, man.
Yep.
So
and to be honest, man, as a former player, that's the mindset that you're going to have to carry. Right? There's only one team that wins it all every year,
and that's all that matters.
Yeah. Well. Is what it is, bro. Hey, salute real quick to the greatest chat in YouTube history. We got still 1,600 people rocking with us.
Do we really?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, appreciate everybody rocking with us in here, man. Hey, real quick, if you guys can,
I think I did 50 minutes without swearing.
About 50 minutes, and then the fuck start flying. I love it though. The train talk and all that good shit. I love it, man. I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, do me a favor. Everybody,
I love you, brother. I love you, man.
Go subscribe to Stu's channel, you guys. If you're not subscribed yet, Stuart Schweigert on YouTube. Go subscribe to our brother. We always do these weekly shows. You already know. We go live from both of our channels. But if you guys can, go over there. You know, go support our brother, man.
Worried about you though, man, because I'm like, I want to see, because I'm going through all the content stuff. I'm like, I want to see what Graphk had to say. And I'm like,
bro, I'm gonna be honest. I needed a day off to recharge. I was so pissed off, and I'm just kind of, bro, like Stu, my whole life revolves around it.
It does help to give yourself 24 hours, bro.
No, and that's what I did. My whole life revolves around this team. My whole life. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes for me to not go on and you
gotta step back for a second,
bro. Monday would have been nasty work.
Trust me, there's a lot of things that you have no idea that I was going to do if I didn't talk to my mentors going, hey, just think about it. Yeah. Think about it. And I'm like, okay.
And see, I had to pump the brakes a little bit. And I double up. Look, I got the AFC West round. I got 3 lives today. So I'm back working.
You got the thing tonight?
Yeah, I got the AFC West round table tonight, and they're going to absolutely cook me. But I'll probably end up being the focal point.
How'd the other teams do?
Denver got cooked. Chargers beat them. So, in division, and then the Chiefs do Chief shit week in and week out. So
are they who's the team right now?
I think the Chiefs did not play this week though. I believe the Chiefs didn't play, but they're 5-0.
Are they?
Yeah. Okay. So, but you got anything to say? Last few.
No, I appreciate you letting me come on here and us doing the show together. Again, I always try, right? We learn from each other, right? You teach me stuff, I teach you stuff. The chat teaches me stuff. Let's do this. Give it 20, maybe not 24, but just give it a little time. Okay. We're going to be okay. Let's put things in perspective. I just sounded really okay. What was that? Oh my Lord. Hey, Diablo's going to be, come on, man. Listen. I think we're again, did we have high hopes? Yes. But again, we have to look at where we're at. Every team from the beginning to week 4 to week 8 to week 12 it's different, right? I mean, next week we win, everything's good again, right? I mean, we're all right. Let's let these guys work. The guys that are out there are doing the best that they can. We just need, I just don't understand why the guys that you really want to see get out there and do it, they don't. And I don't know if it's just
outside of Maxx.
True.
Got to give Maxx. He's always at maximum effort.
And again, Cool Miller. I mean, he's been around a while. He's a good guy. It's just like, man, it's. Again, like I said, let's just make sure if we are going to get upset, let's make sure that we're putting it towards the right.
Hey, Stu, what's for dinner? Diablo. Hey, Demoke says, I learned Stu had that big PP energy today. He said Tay is a femboy. And salute to Jacobs on the way out as well, man. Was the game?
I know. Last night, this morning when my wife got up at like 6 a.m. for work, I came up. I go, "Am I crazy?" She goes, "Are you still playing?" I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yo, salute to Jacob. Was at the game yesterday. The Raider Nation definitely showed up as best as we could. Raider image was dead as fuck after the game. Ain't no supporting this team no more. Glaze had Watt locked up too. Yeah, Glaze looked good. Didn't give up a pressure on TJ Watt.
Hold on. Whoa. I'm glad you just brought this up. Watch the fumble though, because
TJ Watt punched it out.
No. But Glaze and Bowers had Watt like this, and for some reason they look away and they look in here, and he goes and he knocks it out. I don't know why they did it. To take a look at that play, dude. It's weird.
Which one was it? Was it the Dylan or was it the Amir at the goal line?
Amir on the goal line. Glaze and Bowers both have them, and then for some reason they let him go and look in here, and he goes and knocks the ball out. Check it out. It's. I'm telling you, it's weird, dude. It is weird. Go look at that.
That's hella weird.
I don't know what play it was, but go.
No, it was the goal line when we decided to go in the shotgun at the half line mark in the goal line situation.
But Glaze and Bowers fucked that up. I mean, obviously hold on to the ball, but they fucked it up. I don't know what they were doing. I don't know what they were doing.
Definitely got to take a look.
Take a look at that. Everyone take a look at that. The Jesus.
Yo, once again, man, salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history, man. Salute to my guy Intel. It's always good to see you, bro. Didn't want to get called for that hold, is what I thought.
Well, I'd rather hold.
Hey, you play through the whistle. Play through the whistle and just keep your eyes on the prize.
I don't know. Like I said, just take a look at it and just it was strange. It was strange.
Yeah.
It was strange. But I am glad that we got Cock.
Cock Bowers.
CB, baby. CB.
Hey, you know what? And I love this. Cal, thank you for bringing that up. Big Mike said he's going to send you to all 22. So you'll have film.
Well, what does that mean? Send it to me. What?
He can give you it. Sanjit sent it to me last year. He can send you. You can see every game, bro. You can watch. You can break down film from every game.
Oh,
I'll call you. Me and Mike will call you on three-way and get you right with it.
Easy. Pause.
Pause. Hey, that's that PP talk. I hate you, Stu. Salute to the chat. Once again, man, love you guys. Appreciate you guys. As always, wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up, and make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way. Stu, you bitch, you.
That's what I'm talking about.